Hello everyone, it is I, Republic Studs, and today we have yet again another Clone Trooper CMF Series 3. And it is going to also be the last one of the Clone CMFs for a number of reasons. A, being, obviously I ran out of characters to do to make it consistent unless just pulling out random named characters. And B, LEGO hasn't really made more than 3 CMF series for one theme, let alone a subcategory of a theme like us, clones. Now, I think it is time that I introduce also my good friend, the Minifig Maker, whose channel and Instagram you check out in the description below, who helped me design these, and he edited them all, and it's just so cool. So huge thank you to him, and it was awesome working with him. We're going to be working with him more in these videos. But with that being said, and now that you have to have sub to him and me, we're going to get right on into it. For number 1 in this draft, we have the plain Phase 2 White Clone Trooper. He is the backbone of the clone army, who's always been assisting any legion in need of extra troops. This boy would either come in the 2014 or 2020 design. I mean, it's really whatever you prefer, because chances are this is never going to happen anyway. But the main draw of a series like this would be, the arm printing and the waist printing on a minifig, giving him to make his CMF more worth it. And also, now that they're rumored to be going for around $6, I think that if they don't have arm printing and leg printing and side printing, then they're just gonna kind of be a ripoff. But that said, let's move into our number 2 pick. Our second pick is obviously the 212th Trooper. These men fought with honor throughout the Clone Wars with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Commander Cody. The last time we got to see them, they had lots of scuff marks and, it was just not this time. Not this time. We're not going to do that. Like in the 2014 version we got in the Utapau Troopers Battle Pack, they're all messed up. Not this time. This time, they will look all shiny and have new armor, arm printing, and, even the belt printing, which is really cool. Let's move into the next one. After that, at number 3, I have chosen the 501st Legion Clone Trooper. Now, these men served under our favorite people like Anakin Skywalker, Captain Rex, Ahsoka Tano, and even Commander Appa for a brief period. They both have been made in the 2013 and 2020 style of clones, but not 2014 style. So I figured I'd put that up here when me and the Minifig Maker decided to do that. And with his arm, leg, printed torso, all these things, I personally love these guys from the 2014 design. Those are my personal favorite design of Clone Trooper. So I think it best works there. Next up, we got a pretty cool pick. It is the Wolfpack Trooper. These were the muscle of the clone army, serving under Jedi Master Plo Koon and Clone Commander Wolf. These boys were just sick. They would have different arm printing, however, on each arm, and one would have a shoulder pad with a wolf, and the other would not. These guys also come in the 2014 style, and they've already came in the 2013 style. And they would definitely be my favorites. For our number 5 pick, we got the 4 42nd clones. Ironically enough, these guys have never actually shown up in any official Star Wars media. That's right, not movies, shows, or even comic books. They showed up in information books, and that technically makes them canon, but they were also made into action figures, but they were never made official. But that doesn't change the coolness of their green patterns. They're very similar to the 212th Trooper, but they would come in green, obviously, and they would come out in the 2014 design as well. And, they're just 6 soldiers to have in your army. For the number 6 draft, me and Minifig Maker have chosen another partial green boy. It is the Doom Legion Clone Troopers. These guys are, bonkers. They are some of the coolest figures on the list easily. They served under Tipley, Tiplar, and Commander Doom, who is also in Series 2, by the way. They come with a yellow armor arrow on their armor over their chest plate, and a brown utility belt, and arm printing, and green markings pretty much everywhere, which is really cool. And I think, the green stripe on their helmet is also pretty neat. But let's move into the next one. For number 7 draft, we have the infamous Coruscant Guard. These boys are hated, but served as the security force on Coruscant and for the politicians. They were mainly commanded by Emperor Palpatine, Commander Fox, and Commander Thorn, maybe even Sergeant Hound. Those two were in previous series. And these figures would come with all special red markings, and it would make them unique. And at the number 8 draft, we have picked the 13th Battalion from Jedi Fallen Order. This is definitely one of the biggest shocks clone-wise in the last few years. They served under Jedi Master Jaro Topal. He's like the Lasat dude. And Cal Kestis, who was pretty cool. And there was also this commander that Jaro Topal killed, but we don't know his name. But this figure would obviously have his yellow markings from head to toe. And I think it's just super neat to see their rendition in LEGO, especially in the 2014 edition. And I just love it. For our number 9 draft, we have another yellow boy. It is the 327th Star Corps Trooper. These boys served under Commander Bly and Jedi Master Aayla Secura. They most likely would have printed on capes on their torso, at least for the parts that like overlap the armor. But the Minifig Maker, went out of his way to make some sick custom cape designs that LEGO could use as for the waist pauldrons or whatever. But I just think it's super neat, and I really appreciate how he did the capes, and easily making this a great number 9 pick. From number 10, we stray away from our Phase 2 plain boys for a second to show you the 41st Elite Corps Troopers, Scout Troopers. Now, the 41st had served mainly under Jedi Master Luminar Unduli throughout the war, and her Padawan Barriss Offee and Clone Commander Gree. Towards the end of the war, Yoda took over for the most part, and they all got their Kashyyyk camo armor to fight alongside the Wookiees. And seeing this is the only clone LEGO has known to make from 2015 to 2019 pretty much, Minifig Maker spiced it up with some cool 360-degree printing. He even retextured the helmet like with the camouflage design, which is really cool, and I think everyone can appreciate it very much. For number 11 draft, we have the epic 91st Recon Corps Trooper. These are obviously one of my favorites. Now, there's a debate in the community if the figure in the Battle of Seleucami set is Commander Neo or one of his just plain troopers. There was a set that came out a while ago, so tell me what you guys think who it is in the comments. But LEGO changed the markings on it. They served under many people like Jedi Master Mace Windu, Stas Ali, Adi Gallia, as well as clone commanders like Pons and Neo, who were also in the last video. But these guys were really cool. I enjoyed the design. They were super awesome and had the little Death Star almost looking symbols on them, which I think is pretty neat, but it was more like a Recon Corps symbol. But with that said, let's move into our next pick. For number 12, we got another fun one. This is the Commander Devis style of 327th Trooper. These boys are a part of the 327th Star Corps. They're basically like a maroon type color, and they're in the 501st design pattern. And they have little capes and everything. They have the capes of the 327th, design of the 501st, and they served under Aayla Secura and Commander Bly. They're just the red version of the 327th. They were there too, apparently, which is pretty cool. And he's pretty neat and definitely worth an inclusion. For number 13, we decided on the Camino Security Guard. These guys serve under Jedi Master Shaak Ti and the unidentified clone commander who looks like a basically gray Commander Fox. Now these guys look obviously very much like Commander Fox's 95th Coruscant Guard, but in gray. What's unique about them is usually they have like a black marking on their shoulder pad, on one of their shoulder pads, for their arms. But since it wasn't on all of them, we decided not to put it on this figure. But it was pretty sweet, and I'm glad we have them listed here, and they're just awesome. For number 14, we did the Galactic Marines who served under Jedi Master Ki Adi-Mundi. Now, and Clone Commander Bakar, of course. Now, we see these guys on Megiddo, and we made them using the template for LEGO's newest Scout Trooper, or Snow Trooper, which is basically, we painted it maroon, or he painted it maroon, and he also includes some sick details, and it actually really makes you appreciate LEGO's official Snow Trooper, which I still have yet to own, by the way. With that said, let's get into the last two picks. Number 15, we have our new favorite clone. It is obviously the 32nd Clone Troopers. They obviously served under Commander Rex, Captain Vaughn, Lieutenant Jesse, and obviously Advisor Tano. Citizen Tano. But they have features very similar to the 501st Trooper, but with the sick helmet printing in the 2014 design, it honestly looks a lot better than the 2020 design. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It looks so much better. Minifig Maker did a great job with these guys, and I'm so excited to get into our final pick. Now, with our final pick, I figured I would continue my tradition of this series by having a Captain Rex in every one of them, since, he's the most famous and popular clone trooper. I think we couldn't have a CMF series without him, same way in the Disney series has a Mickey one, and at least the two they've had. But this Rex would be a actually decent-looking old man Rex. Since the one we got in the official set was crap, I decided we could do this one. He would have dual molded arms, epic leg printing, and arm printing, and it would be great. It would make him look much better compared to his other design, and it would be just neat to get it, and as well as, hopefully, I would say his new skin tone. I don't think Minifig Maker ended up putting his new skin tone on, but I think it looks cool nonetheless. But with that said, that concludes our Clone Trooper CMF Series 3. Now, I want to know what CMF series you guys want to see me do next, because I've been doing these for a long time now, and they've been super fun. You guys have been enjoying them a lot. I did one Star Wars one, and then I did a bunch of clone ones. I think maybe I'll try to go do like a Star Wars video game one. It could be sick. Like, we'd have a Fallen Order, and all the Battlefront, and all these other Star Wars games, and I think that would just be honestly awesome. And yeah, so with that said, I would really appreciate your subscription, and a huge thank you to the Minifig Maker for helping me design these. So check him out. He makes some pretty great stuff. And with that said, I would like you all to subscribe. Peace out, and stay awesome. Have a great day, everyone.